to Where in the Herd is Tiffany. I'm glad that you're here. I want to shout out my community. I use the community tab. I'm starting to use that more. And I asked, what did y'all want to see? And y'all said that y'all would want to see a video about tips on flying Southwest Airlines. So whoever voted in that community tab, this video is for you. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. And let me know, have you ever flown Southwest Airlines? Let me know.
Where in the Herd is Tiffany, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, and mental health. Follow us on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies, Twitter at Sweet Tiffies, Facebook Sweet Tiffies Inspirations, and Tiffany-Travels.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
We are talking about one of the most things that's talked about when it comes to Southwest Airlines, and that is their seating, okay? There is no assigned seating, okay? So most airlines, it'll be like A42, B55, C66. Okay, yeah, you're not getting on Southwest Airlines, okay? So typically it works like there is A, B, and C, and it's 1 through 60. So like on one side, they'll have like A, 1 through 30, and then on the other side next to it, they'll have 30 through 60, okay? And then you have B, 1 through 30, 30 through 60, and then C, and so forth, okay? But you want to be in A, right? Why do you want to be in A? You want to be in A because since there is no assigned seating, you want to be able to pick where you want to go. So if you want to sit in the front of the plane on the window seat, then it's better if you get A. Now, I will say that I have had B and C's and still gotten the seat that I want, but it just depends. You just never know how many people are going to be on the flight, who's taking those window seats first. So I feel like people probably take window and aisle seats first, and then as you're walking down the aisle of your seat, you'll see all these middle seats like, dang it, I gotta sit in the middle. So it's hilarious how people do. And sometimes people have other family members, so they may be saving a seat or they may be trying to look away. Like, please don't sit next to me, because I've done it myself too. Okay, so let's talk about how you can possibly get an A or a B, okay? So one of the first things you can do is you can purchase a business select fare, and then you will be able to get into that, probably like the A group, okay? But I will want to point out that just because you're getting this particular business class, it's not a business class seat. It's more so for that boarding group A, okay? The other thing that you can do is you can purchase an early bird check-in. So that's usually like $15 to $25 per person, and it's one way. So you will have to buy it both ways if that's what you prefer. And that allows you to check in 24 hours before the time, right? Because most people get an email, the 24-hour check-in, so you get to do a little bit before if you pay that extra money, okay? The other one is if you earn elite status through the Rapid Rewards program, and then you get a chance to check in 36 hours prior before most people, okay? So most people is 24, you get 36, so you get a couple extra hours. Another way that you can possibly get into an A or B group is families and active military. So they board before the B group, so after the A group. So if you have like a kid that's like, believe 6 and under, then you're able to board as a family, which is cool. So if you're flying with a kid, this actually works in your favor this time, okay? And so for those other regular people that are just getting on the flight, you need to check it exactly at that 24-hour mark, and they're going to send you an email. And so I often forget, I'm like, because I'm so used to already having my seat assigned, I forget to check in at the 24-hour mark. And so I've definitely gotten C before. But I will say another trick is actually just kind of talking to the attendants downstairs. I can't remember the exact scenario, but I remember talking to this lady and it was a Southwest flight, and then I think she bumped me up to the B. So talk to the attendants, just be nice to them, and you never know what they'll do for you. So that is regarding seat assignments. The second biggest thing that's talked about with Southwest Airlines is you get 2 free checked bags, okay? This is a big deal, and I say this is a big deal because most airlines are charging a lot of money for extra bags. Spirit charges a lot. Even United, it's an extra $30, $35, or depending on the weight. So this is a big deal when you get 2 free bags. And this is beautiful because if, let's say, I'm flying for maybe a month or so, I can get a lot of stuff in 2 check bags. So that's the cool thing. I will say though, even though you have 2 free check bags on Southwest, if you do not have to utilize that policy, I say don't. And the only reason why I say this is because I'm an advocate of packing very light, because it's a lot of tussle and hustle and bustle when you have 2 huge suitcases. So I will say it's there for you, but I still would say be cautious about the 2 free check bags. And obviously there's a weight limit. The weight limit is usually like 50 pounds. So definitely don't go over that weight limit. So when you're actually on the flight, Southwest does offer free snacks and free drinks, and that is non-alcoholic drinks. So soda, juice, anything of that nature, water, they will definitely provide that for you. The snacks are very minimal. I think if it's a short flight, probably like peanuts or pretzels. But I think longer flights, it may be like crackers or different things like that. But I still tell people to bring snacks, especially if it's like a 5-hour flight. Eat before you get on the flight, or bring your own chips or candy or cookies or whatever, just to kind of sustain you until you get there. They do have alcoholic drinks, but those are for purchase. Okay, so shout out to Southwest for them free snacks and free drinks. Like, why not? Okay, let's talk about the entertainment on board. I have never seen TVs on Southwest Airlines, so somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, and I feel like I've flown them quite often. But what they do have is they have free entertainment as long as you bring your tablet or your cell phone or your laptop. But I do think you have to download the app prior to boarding the plane, so that is all ready to go while you're in the air. So there is free entertainment, but there is not free Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi entertainment is completely different. Entertainment would be like movies on demand or probably music. And they may have games. I'm not sure about the game portion, but the Wi-Fi is different, and it's $8 a day for that ride. So $8 all day, which is not too bad, especially if you have to do work or anything like that. It may be worth it to go ahead and purchase the Wi-Fi. Let's talk about something that may not apply to everyone, but I still want to mention it. So as a plus size woman, another good thing about Southwest Airlines is that they have something where if you are a plus size traveler, you can take advantage of their customer size policy. So basically that means, I guess they determine like by the handrest. So if you can put your handrest down and be in your seat, then you are good to go. So even though I'm a plus size traveler, I can fit comfortably in one seat. My seat rest can go down. So I've never actually used this policy, but it's out there and I want to let people know about it. And so basically that policy is if you feel like you are going to basically spill over into the other seat, it's better to just go and buy the second seat. So you can buy the second seat, right? So that way when you get on the plane, you'll make sure that there's nobody next to you, right? But the cool thing is that once you finish your flight, you can actually ask for a refund from that second flight that you bought. So basically, I feel like you have to buy it in advance because they want to make sure that there's an extra seat available for you. So that way they don't like overcount, but they know there's an extra seat, right? So I think it's really cool that you get that refund afterwards. And so most people ask, well, how do I reserve this seat? How do people know that this is my extra seat? So apparently there is some documentation that you're able to put in that second seat so that people know that it's also for you as well. And the other thing, they also have seatbelt extenders if you need it. So sometimes if you need a seatbelt extender, doesn't mean that you need a second seat, right? So again, your determination is that hand rest, making sure it goes down. Okay. But if you feel like you don't know, just go ahead and purchase that seat in advance. So another cool thing that Southwest has is there are no cancellation or change fees. So again, most airlines are going to try to get you for a lot of different fees, but on Southwest, you can cancel or change anytime once the ticket is already purchased. The difference would be you can cancel a flight at least. It has to be 10 minutes before the departure time, and you have to call and cancel. And so I think the difference of that is to seeing how you're going to get a refund. Are you going to get a refund like back to your card, or is it just going to be travel credit? But I think this is super cool because things happen, life happens. So let's say I needed to change, let's say I was running late and I needed to change my flight to 10 o'clock at night versus 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, I think that's cool that there is no change fee. And I feel like they're being realistic about life. Like, okay, something may happen. So I think that's a really cool feature that they also offer. I would look into what they have is the companion pass. So this is super cool. So let's say you have a traveling buddy, whether that be your child, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever the case is, or maybe you have a bestie that you want to travel with and you guys love South Airlines. Check out the companion pass. So the companion pass is cool because the person gets to fly when you fly as well, and you don't have to pay the full price of the ticket. You're paying for the taxes on the ticket for that companion pass. So imagine how much money you're saving. And I figure if you have a companion buddy that's an adult, since you only have to pay like a cheaper price, the total of the two prices, you can just split that down the middle and it still becomes cheaper for everybody. So I definitely say check out that companion pass and ask a buddy, hey, you want to fly with me? I think this could work out. So always fun to have a buddy when you're traveling, unless you're doing a solo vacation, which I love as well. So your choice. I will say this about Southwest. Although I appreciate Southwest and I appreciate their perks, I definitely say bring your patience, because I have been on a couple of Southwest flights and they definitely have been delayed. Not by very much, and it wasn't canceled, but still, you know, you want to get on if your plane says they're going to leave at 2 o'clock, you will leave at 2 o'clock. So I will definitely say pack the patience. If there is a delay, like I said, by having those snacks or, you know, kind of eating somewhere in the lobby or just kind of staying close, they will get you to your destination. But I just wanted to throw that tidbit in there. And also check out their credit card. Southwest has a credit card program. So they have different perks. They have different points, different things like that. That'll probably make your flying even better. So check out those things. I hope that you enjoyed this video about tips for flying on Southwest Airlines, and let me know if there is something that I forgot or that you want to add about flying on Southwest Airlines. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Peace.